Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So this whole time, I've ran into a dilemma or a dilemma. If you're from Silent N reality, which I definitely am, by the way. Um, so this whole time we've been doing binary code, and I made a chart, 0 to 0 and 1, all the way from A to Z, and I was fine with that. I never really looked into it, and last night I was preparing our next challenge, which was only 2 letters, and I had gotten through my letter search on it, and I was going to go hit the numbers and just go look at what the numbers were, but I had a problem because my binary code was going to be 00. And I thought, well, that's kind of messed up. And I wonder what else I can do with this binary code. So I decided to look it up. Now, I don't know whether to just to throw out everything we've done so far as binary code goes, because we don't really need it. But it turns out binary code is much. It's you've got different for upper and lowercase letters. Lowercase a is 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. That's the letter. And the uppercase A is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So, and it goes on from there. It goes to all the letters, and they're all, 7 numbers long. So, for each letter, if I were putting them in binary code, they would be 7 letters or 7 numbers per letter. And that would get ridiculous to run and to translate. So I'm not so certain that what we're doing is invalid. It just isn't the direct letters changeovers. Now, would anything, and I'm going to try it on this. I'm going to experiment with this on what we're doing next. Okay, I'm going to experiment with it because there's only 2 letters. That means there'll only be like 12 numbers. And we're going to see if we get anything other than the letter we just translated. That's what I'm wondering. That's my thing. I'm going, well, if that's what it literally is in binary and I type it in binary, I'm going to come up with whatever letters I just typed in as numbers, right? And maybe a little more. So I'm not sure. I found that last night when I was trying to find something else to do with binary code. And I don't know what it's going to bring, guys. And I don't know what it means for what we've done already. As far as binary code goes, I just winged that. The numerological numbers, that's a chart I have online. You can go look it up yourself. It's going to be right. I'm not certain that the 0 and 1 that we came up with, all the way A to Z, is not legit, is not valid, because it's coming up with binary codes. It's clear anything typed random, it is a binary code. So I'm not certain that our chart is completely wrong, but I'm not certain it's. I know it isn't right because this alphabet in binaries is way different than my chart. So I don't know whether to throw out the binary code that we've done so far or to assume that that is one layer of code, because you're getting binary code out of our chart. So I'm not sure, guys. I'm gonna let this video go at that. I wanted to throw that out there, and I'll provide the link to the actual binary code that I found, which would get ridiculous to run for these changes, because I mean, it would be all right to a point. Now let me give you an example. I haven't done that yet. Let's just do the one we just did. Y-SIDS SD. I mean, your Y would be, your Y alone, assuming it was lowercase, would be 011111001. That'd be Y. And then you'd have to go off of that. It would be a very, very long code, and the more extraction letters you had, the longer your code would be. So that's where that's at. Like, I wanted to throw it out there. I was wrong. I never did look it up. I don't know why I didn't look it up. My fiance wondered why, and I don't know why. I was just like, well, zeros and ones, there's zeros and ones. Moving on. Probably because I have a lot of information I'm trying to get through. Should have I looked it up? Probably. I'm almost glad I didn't, though, because now I have another thing to look at. There's this, and the chart that we made, or that I made myself. And the chart that I made myself produces binary code. So I don't know what to make of it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, maybe. And I know, I mean, I'm not sure how big of a mistake it is. Because that other, like I say, that other chart may be completely valid. It may, what I'm saying is, that may well be a layer of code right there. It produces binary code. It might be a layer. It certainly comes back and fits the pattern. So I don't know that that's invalid. But that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to post a link to this binary code. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's a ridiculous thing. But you also get binary code out of our chart. So, not sure what I'm going to do with it. What I'm going to do is move on to our next. I don't know if I'm going to throw out all the binary stuff that we've done so far or not. We certainly could. Let me say that. We certainly could. I mean, if all we ran was the letters through the categories and then the numerological numbers through the categories, we'd have a pretty good data set right there. All right. Throw in binary code, you get a bigger data set. That's all we did. We produced a chart I produced a chart that did produce binary code. But it wasn't exactly right. In fact, to produce the actual binary code, in summary, could be a ridiculous thing, depending on, especially for something like in Bloom, where you got, all the way across the page of letters, and then you'd have to translate that to 6 numbers apiece, or 7, however that works. It would be a thing, and you might get nothing more back than the numbers you just typed, translated. So I'm not sure how that'll work. We'll find out on our next video, guys, because I've got this prepared. And when this is done, I'm gonna start on the next one. That's all I can do. I'm telling you, we could throw that completely out, and we'd be good. We're just getting more information from it. And I don't. Again, do you guys think it's completely invalid? I don't, because you're still producing a binary code. You're producing it out of the changes, and it's fitting the pattern. My fiance says that you know. It could appear that I'm fudging the numbers. Well, I don't want to fudge numbers. I screwed up, and I'm not sure how bad of a screw up it was. Now, I don't want to fudge numbers either, so I would be completely willing to throw everything completely out that I got with that binary code. I don't need it, right? We never did need it. It was just something we tried. So we already had established the pattern. We already had established the numerological numbers. We'd even established quantum network users, potential quantum network users, without it. So we could throw it completely out the window. I just basically ran back to see if it fit the pattern, and it did. So that's going to be it for this one. I'm not sure. We can either throw it out or keep it. And I will try the other binary code with their next decode. And that's going to be it for now, guys. And I apologize and the hiccups, right? And that was just me being lazy. Well, I don't know about lazy. This is a lot of work, guys. This is a lot of stuff to look up. This is a lot of research. It's and not. It's challenging. It's challenging, and it's you know it's challenging, and we're learning as we go, and I'm learning as I go. I don't know everything, and I'm really just learning as I go. So especially binary code. That was just something that I decided to try at some point. And yeah, um, messed up. Or did I? Again, not so sure I did. It makes a binary code. It is a code, and and the code codes out, fits the pattern right in there. So I'm not certain it's a mistake, but I don't want to fudge the numbers either. But I'm not certain we are. Again, we could throw it completely out the window, and we still have our pattern. We still have our same quantum network users that we identified without the binary code at all. So, um, luckily that binary code was the last thing we tried, and so we had already established everything else. So it was just thrown in there to further another code and further the pattern, or see if the it ended up furthering the pattern. Let me put it that way, to see if we could further the pattern with it, and we could. So yeah, um, throw it out, keep it. What do you guys think? And that's going to be it for now. I'm going to get on this other thing. I'm already ready for it. I just have to actually put the video together. And so, but I wanted to get this out first because I thought that was important. Because I caught this last night and then I wanted to do this by itself. So, um, anyway, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. And another video coming on this other thing. Um, ended up with a little more time than I thought I was going to have. Um, but I'm not sure how much time that's actually going to end up being overall. Probably not much in the grand scheme of things. So I was able to get through a little bit more than I thought over these few weeks. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day. And another video, our next challenge. And it was a bit of a challenge, I'm not going to lie. 2 letters. For 2 letters, it was challenging, especially in the research department. So, and I'll get to that in the next video. It'll probably be something I do by itself. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.